Hi, I'm James Heisler. In the next few minutes, I'm going to share with you a secret. A couple of days ago, I decided to challenge myself. I wanted to see how far I could carry my body weight on my back, in barbell form, before I had to stop. I set up some squat stands in my driveway, loaded the bar with 205 pounds, then got it set on my back, and started walking. The first 250 yards weren't too bad. When I turned around at the end of the block, and started coming back, it got really tough. My traps were on fire. And the discomfort got worse and worse fast. I made it 1/3 of a mile without stopping in about 8 minutes. It may not sound like much, but it's actually pretty horrible. I've never been more happy to see a pair of squat stands so I could re-rack that bar. Then I noticed a little pain in my right shoulder that wasn't there before. It was only when I moved my arm in a specific way. External rotation. Exactly the same position that my arm was in during this barbell carry. I thought to myself, it's just a little tweak. I'll keep going. So I did a few mobility moves to loosen it up until it felt okay, then got back under the bar, and did a bunch more shorter carries, to bring my total distance up to a mile. Right after the workout, the pain in my shoulder began to get worse. It still wasn't crippling pain or pain that stopped me from moving my arm, but it was annoying, and did give me a jolt every now and again when I forgot and moved it the wrong way. The next day, when the pain was still there, I realized something. You know, I should test out that new pain cream that I received a sample of the other day. I had gotten a heads up on this stuff from another trainer friend of mine, and he had the maker of the cream to send me some samples, even though I rarely use any sort of pain cream, or anything like that. Now, I generally don't have need for pain relief, as I don't have any chronic issues with pain, or if I get injured, I'll just suck it up until it feels better. This injury provided me with a unique opportunity to put this pain cream to a real test. And this would be a tough test since the tweak was deep in my shoulder joint, and not near the surface. I moved my shoulder into the position where it hurt. I squeezed a good-sized glob onto my fingers, and then rubbed it all over my shoulder. The smell was strong at first, then faded rapidly. Within moments, it went away completely. And the cream itself was really thick, and took a minute to absorb in fully. But once it did, I felt that immediate decrease in pain in my shoulder. Like within 10 seconds it hurt less. Very interesting. I moved my arm around a bit more. There was definitely a lot less pain. I could still feel the injury was there. I mean, this stuff doesn't magically cure injuries, or anything like that. But I could move my arm more freely, even in the exact movements that hurt just a minute before. This stuff worked, and worked fast. I started using it yesterday, and have applied it a couple of more times since then, and each time I've noticed that same relief in pain. I put some on before training yesterday, and didn't have any issues with my shoulder. Even with light bench pressing, naturally, I was very careful not to re-injure the area. The benching was pain-free, or I wouldn't have done it. Beyond acute injuries, I think this cream has massive potential for people who have chronic pain, like back pain, or arthritis. My experience with it was very good. I'm still using it, and will definitely use it again on any injuries I might get in the future. When you push yourself, injuries happen. That's just how it goes. You still need to let injuries heal before you go back full power again, but with something like this as an option, there's no need to suffer while the healing process happens, especially if the pain of the injury interferes with your sleep, which would slow the healing of it. The mechanism by which it works goes beyond just simple medicinal ingredients. You can read more about it here. It's a really fascinating concept called bioenergetic imprinting. It sounds very strange when you first read about it, but it's been proven effective by more than 4,000 peer-reviewed studies. For me, I like having the studies to back up what I actually felt working. All the risk is on them. What I like about this company is that stand behind their product. This stuff is not cheap, so they offer a full 60-day money-back guarantee on the cream. If you get it, and try it, and it doesn't do the trick for you, even if you use the entire bottle, they'll give you a full refund. Even if you don't use the entire bottle, if you ask for a refund after using it a couple of times, and it doesn't work to your satisfaction, you'll get to keep the bottle. So what are you waiting for? Click to buy now button below, and I'll see you on the other side.